guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I finally get to use the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Longing palette. It says 24 tragically beautiful shades. I was so excited to grab this palette over the summer and I'm just getting to use it now. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. It's definitely got some beautiful shades. I mean, honestly, when you first look at it, for me, when I first look at it, I was like, oh, well, this is odd. You have like these murky yellows, but I feel like that's been a new thing with her palettes lately. She just throws in like kind of like a random section of color, because her prior palettes are all done in a way where you can like go down the line, or like the darker, the mid-tone, the lighter tone, and then a shimmer. And I feel like as of late, some of the palettes she puts out, it's just got like random, like the what is it, the Machina palette, Machina, however you say it, I don't really know. Like that palette's got the one row and you're kind of like, that's an odd color story just thrown in there. So at first I was kind of like, ooh, I really like these colors, but then looking at it as a whole, I was like, oh, it's really random. But it's not. It just, I think it adds versatility to the palette. So don't let it throw you off if you're looking at it and you're like, what the heck? I think you could have a lot of fun with it. I've been looking at it and I really want to use this row. I just really want to use this color here. This row looks really pretty. These greens right here look really pretty. So I'm not really sure. I want to just put them all on me. But I only have two eyes. So obviously we can't do that. Not at all. But then thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I just did a look with like purple and green. And I feel like I get a little redundant with some of the palettes when I pick them up, doing like similar color stories like on the eye, or similar like combos of colors. So I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try to mix it up just a smidge. We'll see what happens. So anyway, this palette is still available on Blend Bunny's website. It is $42. You can always Google a code and get a little bit of money off. So anyhow, without further ado, if you want to see what I do with this palette, then just keep watching. I think I'm gonna go in with Misty Eyed to start. And I'm gonna pick that up on this BB203 brush by Beauty Bay. Tap that off. That is a really pretty color. Really like the tone of it, and it applied really nice. I'm gonna clean that brush off, and then I think I want to go in with Bottled Up. It's like a deeper bluish gray, like a gray blue. Let's see. I really like how those two colors look together, and that went on really nice. And I like the fact that it is buildable. So it's not like it went on super dark initially and then I had to, you know, work hard. It kind of went on, lighter, and I was able to build it up to the intensity that I wanted it. So now I'm going to take, oh, I don't even know what brush that was. Did I even tell you guys? Yeah, I did. And now I'm going to take this Morphe M421 brush. And I want to go into this Remember color. I'm going to place that right here. That looks really pretty. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick it up because I feel a little bit of stuff on my face. I got some like chunks right here, so I think I'm gonna pick that up and get it wet. And I'm just gonna use my Morphe Luminous setting spray. Ah. A bit chunky. bit flaky. I think it's really soft in the pan, so when I'm picking it up, see, I then dropped it over here and into here. And just blow that off. I think too, it depends on the brush you're using. I think I went in a little heavy-handed. I don't wholeheartedly think that's like, ew, that's that shadow. Hey, that's me and my old ham hands. I'm just gonna press this color on. And I went up really high because see how hooded my eyes are? So if you're wondering, like, hey, what are you doing? That is why. Because I went up really high right here. Clean that brush off. I'm going to go back in with that prior brush with that bottled up color. Just going to stipple that over top of where those two colors meet up to get a better blend. Honestly, you just take this color and go underneath. You could go this color underneath and then take that and do a darker lower lash line. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I think what I want to do is I want to go over with, what's that say, Stolen Glance over here. Looks like it should be a lighter, like a mocha brown. I want to see if that's what it comes out like. That is a pretty color. And then I'm going to go in with this Beauty Bay BB210 brush. Just like a pointed pencil brush. And then I'm going to pick up Unrequited. Should just be a deeper brown. I'm going to put that on that lower lash line. Then I'm going to go back in with that prior brush. Gonna soften that edge. And then I want to go in with Dear Diary, which looks like a muted gray. I'm going to pick that up on this P. Louise E9 brush. It's just like a fluffier, dense brush. And I'm going to put that, oh, that looks a lot more blue than what I would have been anticipating. I was expecting it to be more gray, but that's definitely got like a deeper blue, more of a blue undertone to it once you apply it. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Remember color, just a smidge, and put that here. Bring in a little bit more. And I think I'm going to leave that eye just like that for now. I'm going to do something with the liner. We'll figure it out. And I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the other eye. And I think I want to go in with old photographs here. Like I said, you can look at the row and kind of go down the line. And that would be a pretty look. But I just want to mix it up a little bit. And I did a purple look in my last video. So I'm kind of like, can I try to do something a little different? Pick up old photographs. And I'm picking that up on this Morphe, I don't even know, it's just a fluffy brush. Oh wow, that color has a lot more like a deep blue to it. I really honestly, like looking at that, I don't know. I feel like it looks more like a very pale, like a navy blue on my eye. That was interesting. So I'm gonna clean that brush off, and I think I'm gonna go in with Take Me Back. I don't know why, like I look at the name and then I like pulled it away and I was like, what did that say? Like I know I've read it, but I don't know. that applied nicely, and I was able to build it up again. It didn't go on like super opaque and super dark. So I really appreciate that. I like it. I just didn't expect them both to be so, I don't want to say similar in color because they're not really similar, but I didn't expect this one to be so deep. Alright, I'm going to go in with Love Letters down here because it's got a shift between like purple and blue, and I'm really excited to see what that looks like. Oh, I love that. All these like mermaid color. Oh my freaking goodness, look how, I hope you're catching that. Look how pretty that is. Oh. That is really pretty. That applied nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some up and get it wet. I freaking love this color. That is so pretty. And then I think what I'll do is go in with Twist of Fate, and I'm going to pick that up on this P. Louise E10 brush and put that on the inner corner. That's a pretty color. And I'm going to go underneath with pleating. I don't know, this color just is calling my name. I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe M506 brush. Cut that off. And then I'm going to pick up Forlorn here, thinking this should be like a deep navy. I'm just going to press that into this lower lash line. Go back in with that. I'm going to go back in with that pleating color and soften that a little bit. I did get some fallout. When I get fallout, I just try to take a clean, fluffy brush and just kind of brush it away. I'll apply a little bit more of that Forlorn color. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Love Letters because I don't think I really blended well enough on this outer portion. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit more, blend that over, and then I'm going to pick up on the other side that Take Me Back and just kind of stipple that over where these two meet up. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. It's definitely dark. It's definitely blown out and smoky. I'm going to go ahead and finish up and I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the finished looks. I'll go ahead and close my eyes. I'll go ahead and cover one eye. Cover the other eye. There you go. Let me zoom in. So I hope that picks up on camera just so you can see all the shimmer and sparkle in it, but I'll go ahead and zoom out and we can talk about it. these lashes, I was really excited to pull these out. I haven't used them in a while, but I don't know if they're at the end of their life or I just needed to manipulate them a little bit more because they're really giving me a fit right here on the inner corners. It's the Lilly Lashes, and these are, is that Gaia? I don't know, but whatever. You see what it says. So anyhow, they're just giving me a fit. For my lips, let's start with that. So I had initially done a darker liner and I was like, not really feeling it. So I went in with this NYX lip liner in pale pink. So it's super light, super pale, and it's really what I was going for. I was trying to take it back to like the 90s because I was using, because I wanted to use my MAC, the re-released MAC in Bubbles. So it's this very pale, shimmery, I don't even know, it's just like a frosted pale lipstick. So I put that over top and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's everything I wanted. Just living my childhood, you know. So anyway, for my liner, I just went ahead and used their Real Extreme Precision Liner by Benefit, just to do a winged liner. On this eye, I initially went in with the LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in Ocean. I really like it. It's a darker blue, but it was too dark for what I was wanting. So I initially went in with that, and then I went over top of it with the Power Pencil Shimmer Teal by BH Cosmetics. I forgot how much I enjoyed their liners, so I went ahead and did that over top of this one. Was it necessary? No, it's just I wanted something a bit brighter to open it up more, but to bring out the color up here. And then in the waterline, I hope that's what I said prior, but anyway, in the waterline down here, I used the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in Electric. If you haven't tried these liners, I really suggest you do. Once they go on, they like stay there and you can build them up and they get more vibrant. I got these for like $4.99. It was like buy two, get one free, and I love them. I mean, I'm going to be using them for a while, but I just really like them. I have them in all the colors, and they have a lot of colors. So anyway, that is the look for that. That's everything I used. As far as the palette, I was really excited to buy the palette, I will say that. And then I looked at it, and like I said initially, that one row just kind of threw me off. I'm like, what is this like pukey pea green, you know, row in here? I was like, that's really odd. But then as I was looking at it, I was like, you know what, actually adds some versatility to the palette. But I think you really have to like these colors to be able to like the palette, because there are a lot of, you know, pale greens and a lot of like deeper muted, murky, I like to call it. I don't even know if that's right, but like I feel like it's just like a they're not like super intense. They're on the paler side. That's the best word I can come up with, is it's just like those murky deep tones, and I really like those. So I really like this palette. I really do. Everything went on really nice. I'm in love with this shimmer as well. I'm absolutely 1000% in love with this shimmer here. Like, that is beautiful. The shift in it, the way it applied, it is absolutely gorgeous. Some of the colors threw me off a little bit, and I don't know if it's a matter of like my skin tone and applying them and it changes the color a little bit, because I do have that problem with some browns and some grays, just because my undertone kind of comes through, and I think it just alters it a bit. So that's just something to be aware of. Like this color, I know I wasn't expecting it to be as dark as it was. Even the color I used on the inner corner there, pretty sure it's Dear Diary, like I wasn't expecting it to have such a blue tone to it. I thought it was just going to be more of like a pale gray, but then when I put it on my skin tone, the blue portion of it pulled through more. You know what I mean? So just little things like that to take note of if you're looking at a palette, to just be aware that some of the colors are going to have a little bit of differentiation to them. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I absolutely love the palette. I love Blend Bunny's palettes typically. Do you need it? If you like this, if you like these colors and you like this color story and you don't have anything like it, then I would say yeah. I absolutely, like I said, I love that shimmer. If you don't have anything like that and you want something like that, then absolutely I say go. My dang camera battery just like died in the middle of what I was saying. So anyway, I'm not really sure what I was saying because I really got sidetracked once I had to get up and go find my wire to get it all plugged in. But anyway, I know I was saying something along the lines of the color story, and if you don't have any shimmers similar to these, then I would say go ahead and treat yourself and make sure you get a coupon code because you always want to save some kind of money. You know, this is $42 and there's 24 colors in here. And again, I really think you have to appreciate the tones and the color story in order to enjoy this palette. If you're like, hey, I don't like dark, deep colors like this, like murky colors, you're not gonna like the palette at all. And I don't suggest ever getting a palette just for like a shimmer here or there. If it's something you are gonna use, then yeah. Do you need it? Do we need any of this makeup? Do we need it? I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a need. It's a need if you have some of the other palettes, but I do say I really like it. I'm interested to see what this color would look like on my skin tone because I feel like it's one of those ones that would be altered a bit. But you know, honestly, there is some versatility in the palette, so, but not a lot. I don't think you're gonna get like a gazillion different looks out of this palette. So, you know, you might be able to do something a little lighter, a little more pale, a little more simple, a little more neutral, but it's not gonna be anything crazy, you know what I mean? So again, if you are looking at it, I think you really need to like the color story and the types of colors in the palette to be able to love it and appreciate it. Does that make sense? Okay. Don't yell at me. No, I'm just kidding. If you have this palette and you love it, let me know. If you have this palette and you're like, meh, let me know that too. I appreciate it. I like it. I like these types of colors. I like the color story. Like I said earlier, pretty sure I said it. Again, I got sidetracked. But I like how everything applied, how everything went on. I had a little bit of fallout, but again, that was down here. And sometimes I think it's just the density of the brush that I'm using. The colors, because the bristles don't glide nicely when you rub them, I think it just flicks some of the color off the bristles. Does that make sense? So it's not necessarily the shadow or anything like that. It's just user error. So just as long as you're aware of that and you know, putting it on. But again, it wiped right off. It wasn't a big deal, but I don't know. I really like it. I'm excited about it. I like the look. I freaking love this color. I really do. So anyway, I hope all of you are well, and yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.